China's truck sales are the world's leading, ranking first in the world for 3 consecutive years. Why is the sales volume of American trucks not as good as that in China? Let's take a closer look in this video. For a long time, Western countries have been dominant in the field of truck technology. Compared with European and American countries, China's auto industry started more than half a century later, but its development speed is very fast. Today, the technology of China's heavy trucks is powerful and domineering, and its sales volume ranks first in the world. The United States and Japan, the traditional auto powerhouses, can only stare blankly at this. After all, their heavy-duty truck market is gradually being divided by Chinese auto companies. It can be said that the whole world has to look at China with new eyes. Because the total global truck production in 2020 is about 2.5 million, as a result, Chinese trucks account for 1.6 million. The United States, which used to be the world's #1 in heavy truck sales, has really fallen behind this time. So what is the reason why China's heavy truck sales rank first in the world all the year round? Why did the sales of American heavy trucks fall again and again, and never live up to the glory of the past? What are the irreplaceable advantages of Chinese heavy trucks in sales? For trucks, many people in China still remember the Jiefang trucks of the last century. At that time, China's domestic automobile industry was not well developed, and even buses were not popular in many areas, let alone cars. Therefore, Jiefang trucks became a means of transportation in many areas at that time. It could not only transport materials, but also transport people. With the development of the times, traveling by truck has become a thing in the memory of many Chinese. Except for the fact that the Chinese army is still using trucks to transport personnel, it is difficult for the people to see this scene. Although there will be an epidemic in 2020, the sales level of trucks in China will remain normal. According to an authoritative foreign data center, the global sales of medium-duty trucks and heavy-duty trucks in 2020 reached 3.219 million and 2.511 million respectively, of which the sales of medium-duty trucks and heavy-duty trucks in China reached 1.793 million and 1.623 million respectively. It can be seen that China's heavy-duty trucks and medium-duty trucks together account for more than half of the global market. The United States, Japan, and other developed countries, as the most industrially powerful countries in the world, why are they inferior to China in the field of trucks? You must know that although China's industrial development is rapid compared with the United States, Japan, and Germany, China is still far behind. During the epidemic, it was well known that people were inconvenient to travel, which eventually led to extremely difficult aviation industry, and countless foreign airlines closed down. Not only the aviation industry, but the global manufacturing industry was facing a fatal blow. However, Chinese trucks were able to buck the trend in 2020. Not only did their sales increase by 41% year-on-year, but they also took the #1 spot in truck sales again. It is really surprising. Why was the sales of Chinese trucks still increasing under the premise that global truck sales were declining? Compared with the strength of the automobile industry accumulated in the West for hundreds of years, the foundation of Chinese trucks is obviously much weaker. However, taking advantage of the opportunity of joining the WTO, many Western car companies have invested and built factories in China to explore the Chinese market. Foreign auto companies have also cooperated with Chinese brands to form joint ventures, giving Chinese domestic auto manufacturers the opportunity to enter the world's top auto industry. In this context, China's automobile research and development capabilities have been greatly improved. When China was developing trucks, it first studied the truck's power source engine. The diesel engine has been developed from the previous backwardness to the current advanced until it is sold all over the world. Chinese diesel engines are very advanced in terms of airframe, crankshaft, lubrication, cooling, and other systems. The foundation laid on the power system is also one of the important reasons why China's truck sales are so good today. In fact, the epidemic has also given Chinese auto companies an opportunity. Affected by the epidemic, foreign factories have shut down and cannot regularly deliver orders to customers. In China, due to the proper control in the early stage, the production of domestic factories has not been greatly affected. Some countries that cannot buy trucks from Western countries choose to buy from China, which directly contributed to the surge in China's domestic truck sales. Of course, it is precisely because of the reliable quality and excellent technology of Chinese trucks that they are well received in the international market. If it is the same as made in India, then even if there is production, it is estimated that not many countries are willing to purchase. China's infrastructure has gone abroad and has a good reputation for domestic trucks. After all, many projects require truck equipment. More and more Chinese trucks appear on foreign construction sites, so more and more countries have come into contact with Chinese truck technology. After comparing the cost-performance, they decisively chose Chinese truck products, while Western countries sold high-priced trucks and lost the market. For example, the economy in Southeast Asia is generally backward, and the price factor has a very significant impact on the purchase of trucks. Since China has always played the banner of easy to use and affordable, the Southeast Asian market is very fond of importing Chinese cars. For example, more than half of Vietnam's market at that time was Chinese. Although the performance of American trucks is obvious to all due to their high-end roots, their competitiveness in underdeveloped areas is extremely limited, and Chinese trucks with high cost performance will naturally win. At the same time, with the development of the Belt and Road Initiative, a large number of infrastructure projects have also allowed Chinese heavy trucks to enter African countries. With the use of local African drivers, they found that Chinese heavy trucks are cheap and durable, and began to buy them in large quantities, which promoted the sales of Chinese heavy trucks. Despite the good achievements of Chinese trucks, many people still think that American long-top trucks are better than Chinese flat-top trucks. Many young people are probably familiar with the American heavy truck from the deformed steel, the cool shape of the handsome Autobot leader Optimus Prime, and the handsome front hood flame pattern paint. The truck looks like it's giving off a surge of testosterone. This truck is called the Peterbilt 389 truck, and it is a household name in the United States. It also makes many Chinese feel that the design is too ugly after seeing the square-bred face of domestic heavy trucks. In addition, the history of truck culture in the United States is also extremely long. Because of the lack of railway lines, there is a higher demand for road transportation in the United States, which has also led to the construction of a large number of roads in the United States. Therefore, a large number of American heavy trucks cross the east and west coasts, cross the Gobi and desert, and the spirit of forging ahead continues to emerge. Although the long front is more advantageous in terms of safety, the length of the car is longer, so the turning flexibility of the vehicle is lower. Its front length also takes up almost no body space, resulting in a reduction in relative cargo capacity. But Chinese trucks do not have these problems, and their safety is getting higher and higher. It is worth mentioning that cab trucks are the most widely used trucks in Europe. American trucks are only suitable for driving on the Great Plains of the United States, but they may be unacclimatized in the complex terrain environments of Europe and China. Previously, Europeans also adopted the same large nose design as the United States, but now they have begun to adopt the design of flathead trucks. It fully illustrates the design of flat-top trucks, which is more in line with its domestic use needs. Nowadays, as China's infrastructure continues to go abroad, Chinese domestic trucks have also appeared around the world with engineering teams, and more countries have access to Chinese trucks. China's domestic truck technology has also been recognized by the world, and Chinese car companies rank first in global sales. However, truck manufacturers in Europe, America and other countries, which mainly focus on high-end products, cannot compare with their Chinese counterparts in terms of sales scale or enterprise size. It is true that the profit per piece of high-end products may be more impressive, but with the support of a huge base, the profits brought by the low-end market are unmatched by the high-end market. The success of Chinese trucks is closely related to the efforts of the state-owned FAW Group. FAW still occupies an irreplaceable position in China's truck industry. By assimilating and absorbing the advanced technologies of many European companies such as Steyr, Mercedes-Benz, and Kinter, FAW has already possessed the ability to independently design and manufacture high-end heavy trucks, and its products account for a very large proportion both domestically and for export. It is worth mentioning that under the background of continuous promotion of energy saving and emission reduction in the world, Chinese trucks have also begun to develop in the direction of green environmental protection. In addition to increasingly higher emission standards, Chinese trucks have also started to use electric technology, using lithium batteries as energy storage devices. Many domestic truck companies in China can produce electric trucks, and their performance is not weaker than that of traditional fuel trucks. Against this background, Chinese-made trucks will naturally become very popular in the market, and electric trucks may even appear in the future, leading the world in technology. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. See you next time.